Christian Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Made to be She, Reclaiming God's Plan for Fearless Femininity by Kristen Clark and Bethany Beal. Narrated by Kristen Clark and Bethany Beal. Dedication from Kristen. To my daughter, Caroline Marie. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. May the love of your Creator compel you to embrace the beauty of His design for your womanhood. I love you more than words can express.
Dedication from Bethany. To my daughter, Audrey Lynn. You are precious and beautiful. May God's design for your femininity give you strength and courage as you grow. I love you.
Part 1. Womanhood Gone Wrong. Chapter 1. Seduced by the Cosmo Girl. A wave of curiosity and confusion washed over me. As a 10-year-old girl, I, Kristen, had never seen anything like this before. "Bethany, come here," I whispered loudly to my sister through the store aisle. The two of us were out shopping with our mom at a local resale shop. Bargain hunting, i.e. treasure hunting, was one of our favorite activities to do during the long, hot Texas summer months. Hurrying toward me with a questioning look, Bethany's eyes got wide as she glanced at the store shelf. "What in the world?" she asked. Lining one entire row of the women's shoe section were pairs of the most beautiful, luxurious, and fashionable high heels we had ever seen. They were stunning. But what made these shoes uniquely intriguing to us was their size. These women's shoes weren't your average size 8 or 9. They were all size 14. We had never seen women's shoes this large and this gorgeous before. So we did what any 10 and 8-year-old girls would do. We tried them on. Each grabbing our favorite pair of high heels, we attempted to walk an imaginary runway in the back corner of the resale shop. Giggling and struggling to keep the large heels on, Bethany walked toward me and said, "I wonder who owned these shoes, and why would she give them all away?" Overhearing our loud whispers and noticing our complete fascination with the shoes, one of the shop employees approached us. "I see you like those shoes," she said with a smirk. "We've never seen high heels this big before," I responded while quickly putting my pair back on the shelf. "What kind of lady brought these in?" "Well," the employee said with her smirk growing larger, "a lady didn't bring these shoes in." Noticing the wheels of confusion turning in our little brains, she answered our question before we could even ask it. Leaning toward us with a hushed tone, she said, "A man brought these shoes in. He's the one who owned them. He's the type of man who enjoys dressing like a woman." "Oh," I said slowly, my eyes wide. Neither of us had ever heard of something like this before. A man dressing like a woman? What does that even mean? With a dozen questions swirling in our minds, we both slowly walked away. The year was 1997, and this was our first exposure to cross-dressing.
A radical new world. The past few decades have brought a tidal wave of radical changes to our modern society's perspective on sexuality, gender, manhood, and womanhood. What used to be considered a biological fact no longer exists. What does it mean to be a woman? What does it mean to be a man? These simple and straightforward questions have now become so complicated that even the most highly educated in our society cannot answer them. Lipstick, high heels, and a shaved beard can now turn any male into a female. In the name of inclusion, we are told to applaud the fact that, for the first time in history, a biological male, now a trans woman, received Glamour magazine's Woman of the Year award. We are told to dismantle gender stereotypes by encouraging young children to watch grown men twerk while wearing fake breasts and provocative clothing. We're told to calm down as we witness record-breaking numbers of teen girls with no prior history of gender dysphoria getting breast removal surgery because they chose to transition. We're told to celebrate the progress as our nation rewrites the very definition of marriage itself. We've come a long way since 1997. As we survey the landscape of our society today, it's hard to imagine that only a few short years ago, gender was considered a clear and uncomplicated concept by most people. Boys grew up to be men, and girls grew up to be women. The general public wasn't confused about this.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?